Hello all and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a long-awaited stick and poke tattoo that I've been meaning to get into, and one thing led to another. It's taken a while. So if this is your first time to the channel, please smash that subscribe button, throw on that like, sit down, light a joint, and let's get into it. So I have a tattoo on my arm that I have wanted to work on for a long time here, but I was trying to wait for a lot of the removal to be done before I was even going to touch this. But you know what? It is time. It is time to work on it. So this tattoo was done when I was married to my late husband. Let's just say that whole situation did not end well. Late husband. Okay. Whole situation did not end well. So in the long run, when all that happened, all that went down, and a lot of just BS that I do not want to share on my channel happened, I decided to black out this tattoo because it had the date of when we got married on it. But I've had it tattooed about 4 times now, and for some reason fucking shit keeps bleeding kind of through, or like keeps showing up. Comment down below if you can tell what the date is. It's just the day and the month, not the year. So anyway, the idea is that once again I'm going to stick and poke black and try to black all this out to cover that. But here's where the add-on comes on. So I decided to take this cute picture of a cat fucking around with the moon. Here it is. And this cute picture of a weed leaf, and replace that moon with the weed leaf and end up with this cute picture. And it's adorable. I just love it. It's my first weed tattoo and I totally love it. Okay. So what I was going to do was, once I'm done with the star, I was going to so part of the star is going to kind of black out some of this tattoo, mind you, but that's okay. So I wanted it to where the cat was sitting on the star, whoop, just like that. So the little black part is going to be covering a portion of him, but I wanted it to look like he was sitting on it, whapping at the weed leaf in the corner. So the first part of this video is going to be me doing the stick and poke for this black star to re-black it out and re-darken this part. And then the second part of the video will be me starting on this. I'm going to have to use transfer paper just like a tattoo and get this on. And then also that process might have to be done more than once, because who knows if I'm going to be able to finish the whole tattoo. Stick and poke process is a lot slower than using the machine, so you have to take into consideration that the process that you're doing might have to be done more than once to get the completed form. For instance, when I did the stick and poke for my fire fairy over here on my arm, I did not take into consideration how long it was going to take, and this alone was like a week straight. So I know this is going to take a process, especially since this is the first time of me creating and not just filling in. And not only am I doing that, I'm filling in and creating all in one go. So strap on your boots and let's get this party started. Woo! Okay, so for the first 2 days, I just use like a Vaseline, like apply it, make sure that it doesn't go dry. You don't want it to really scab. And usually when I transfer from Vaseline to lotion, like no scented lotion, would normally be when it starts peeling, and it would peel like kind of like a sunburn peel, and that's when you know you did it right. If it's scabbing, then it's done wrong and you're gonna have ink that's gonna come out, and ooh, it's gonna suck. But I usually use Gold Bond Healing, and that's what I'll use for the lotion portion. So when I start noticing it starts peeling, I'll switch to Gold Bond. So I have this transfer paper, and I taped my little cat and wing leaf on there. Looks so cute. And now I'm going to try my hand at doing this, first time doing this. What I was told though was that you're supposed to take the second sheet out. So I took the second sheet out. So now you have the normal sheet, the ink paper, and the back paper. When you're done drawing this, it should transfer onto this other paper, whereas I'm going to cut it out, and then I would outline it and pop that bad boy on there. All right, now it's working. All right, all right, all right. So this took a while because I realized that the ink I was using was expired. You don't want to be using expired ink. It's probably another reason why when I was doing the big star tattoo, this is all disinfected, so I'm not trying to touch it, but when I was doing the big star tattoo, it didn't really cover completely. I am planning on redoing the star a bit later, but I figured I might as well get the end result going, and then maybe later when I'm touching up the color in the cat that I'm going to be tattooing, I can touch up the star a bit. So we're trying. So as you saw, it cut out my little piece. I'm really happy that originally I got the position right on how this is going to be laying down and how I want it, but make sure that when you do your stencils, you check that, because that would have been a really big mistake that would have cost me some time to fix. So I'm glad that I was able to draw the cat sitting the right way on my arm, if that makes sense. Sorry. So alrighty, I'm going to be dropping my ink. I also got the needles I'm going to be using is a 1203 RL. And then I've got a 1205 RL. That's a bit thicker if I wanted the lines to be thicker. I'm just starting with small because it's better to start small. It's easier to correct and fix it versus if I start with a bigger needle. Once you do that damage, you're not really coming back from that. Pre-Fair is the brand that I'm using for the black ink. I'm using DLD and that's for the color ink. So I got these on Amazon. If that's where you want to go and get yours, feel free. The lid to this just sucks, and I'm like trying to get it. I'm trying to pour it into the little cap, and the ink's very nice. Look how dark. It's just cool. I really like how black and dark the ink is. It makes me very happy on this whole front. All right, so this is the fun part, is trying to line up these tattoos. They're not easy. Usually you would just take a stick of deodorant and then you're gonna wipe that on there like so. Get it nice and good. And then you're going to take your tattoo, make sure it's that nice inky side that you're going to be wanting. You're going to line this up. This is a very intricate part, so I'm going to try not to talk, and I'm going to try to do this so I can get it perfectly the way I wanted it. Damn it. Okay. Woo. There's your stencil. All right. Now that I got it on there, I'm going to be a little cynical. I'm going to look at it for a bit, just make sure I got it exactly right, because I am OCD, and see if I have to lay it down. But it looks perfect, honestly. I'm not mad about how it laid on at all. And I did know that the star was going to be covering up quite a bit of the cat as well. And that's the only thing I'm trying to question, is whether or not I want to redo it so the cat is moved over a little bit more, or if I'm going to leave it. So let me sit here and think about this for a second. I'll be right back. All right. I did change the position of it. I like this better. I'm going to show it before I start on it. Also, rubbing alcohol will rip this stuff right off. So when you're in the tattoo process, be very careful about, I would use green soap and water and just doing it lightly. I'm making sure this dries before I even try to touch it. And I'm thinking at this point, I'm keeping the stencil. I'm thinking at this point, I'm going to do the outline of the cat first. That way, if anything inside gets messed up, I could just take the overlay, line it up with the outline. Hopefully it's not gonna be too hard, but I think it's gonna stay. I mean, it seems legit. I like the little weed leaf there. It's really cute. So I'm happy with it. So let's get going. Okay, so I have that corner and the cat outline. It's not done. I want to go over the outline again, but I'm just pain tolerance wise. This is about the progression that I've gotten so far. I'm going to let it heal, and I'm going to continue with a part 2. Oh my goodness, tattoo sessions take a lot out of me. I feel wonky as crap. So, yeah. I know we're not done, but right now we're sitting on about 5 hours worth of work, and I'm feeling pretty tired. What I'm thinking is I'm going to take a break and then come back when this is healed, and we'll continue on with the saga. For the life of me, this is probably as much as I'm gonna be able to get done right now. I think it's very, very cute. I'm really happy with it. The lines are not perfect. I want to rework on that, and I also want to make the wee leaf a bit more scraggly. I wasn't planning on making those lines as clean. I guess I was just trying to really get that outline look laid out before anything. So I love it if you stick around for part 2. Hit that subscribe and like button if you enjoy what you see. I have plenty to offer here on this channel. We do everything from reviews on products. I'm planning on growing this channel a lot more than just stick and poke and tattoo based stuff. So a lot on DIYs, a lot on epoxy and woodworking and welding that I hope to have coming up. We were going to focus this channel on dog training, but I decided against dog training. I just don't think that's the avenue I really want to go down. So I was thinking more blue collar stuff. So really excited for future projects. I hope you lose your mind and find your soul. Thank you so much for joining me today on this endeavor. This has been a pretty long part 1. So stay tuned for part 2, and I'll be seeing you around. Bye.